Pest management is just one area of application of entomology. There's so many applications of entomology in the real world. You can do Jacqify here with day 32 of my 90-day challenge, where for 90 days I am highlighting a college major, letting you know what it's about, what courses to expect in college, and what are some of the career paths you can get into with this degree. Today we're talking about entomology, so let's get started. Entomology is a study of insects. It's looking at the anatomy, physiology, life histories, habits, classification, and even their role in the ecosystem. This also includes the chemical and biological controls that are used to manage systems, and this is where the concept of pest management controls come in. So looking at pesticides and insecticides. I am very passionate about the entomology major because this is where I started my research journey. When I was at Michigan State and I realized that I didn't want to go into medical school, the entomology department was the first place that I got my first job in a research lab. So I was working with Dr. David Mora Sanchez, who I think is still the professor in entomology, and he was looking at pest management controls. And while working in his lab as a lab tech, we were looking at narrowing down the lethal dose range of some of the pesticides that are used in fruit orchids, specifically the peach farms in Bath County in Michigan. Over the summer, we would go to the peach farms in Bath County and we would collect the oriental fruit moth larvae. The oriental fruit moth larvae invade the peach buds, which prevents them from growing. It stunts their growth, and because the larvae is eating away all the nutrients that the plant needs to develop new leaves, new branches, and grow. So we were looking at narrowing down the dosage of some of the pesticides that are used to control this fruit moth larvae, such that the pesticides are lethal to the larvae, but they're not lethal to humans, so the peaches are still safe for human consumption. Working in this lab gave me all the transferable skills that I ended up going into biochemistry, so I really enjoy entomology. I learned a lot about insects during this time. Most of the time when you think about insects and learning about insects, it's always associated with structure of an insect, I don't know, head, abdomen, thorax, and all that, but there's so much more that you can learn about insects and even how they interact with each other in the ecosystem. How is it that we can use actually biological controls in place of chemical controls to manage these pests in our farms, making sure that the produce is still organic and we are using less of the chemical controls that are there, the pesticides and the insecticides. So there's a wide range of studies that you can do with an entomology degree, and we will look at some of the career paths that you can get into with a degree in entomology at the end of this video, so stick around. Pest management is just one area of application of entomology. There's so many applications of entomology in the real world. You can do insect survey work, looking at habitats of specific insects. Raising bees and beekeeping uses knowledge in entomology, or even understanding insect behavior, so looking at their biology, ecology, physiology, anatomy, toxicology, because some insects are very toxic, and classification of these insects. According to payscale.com, an entry-level position with less than a year of experience, you can earn upwards of $43,000, with the average coming to about $51,000 a year. Plus, if you love the outdoors and love working with insects and learning more about them, this is definitely a major that you need to consider. Let's look at some of the courses that you can expect when majoring in entomology. As you can expect, this major is a biology major, so you can expect courses in biology, ecology, evolution, classification, and identification of insects. So you will take classes such as cell and molecular biology, organismal biology, fundamentals of soil science, entomology, pest management controls, organic pest management, graphical information, and a wide range of entomology courses based on your particular insect of interest. Depending on the school or the program that you're in, you might take electives and focus in a particular field. For example, at Michigan State, you may focus in organismal and molecular biology, ecology, plant biology and pathology, chemistry, physics, soil sciences, or pest management. Each focus area has its own set of specific courses that you will have to take, so it's always good to talk to your academic advisor to make sure that you're taking the right courses, this will also save you a lot of money because books and tuition can be very expensive. For a full list of courses offered for this major, specifically at Michigan State, I will leave a link in the description for you to check out after this video. Are you still with me? Let me know by giving this video a thumbs up, and let's look at what are some of the career paths that you can get into with the degree in entomology. With a degree in entomology, the most obvious career path is becoming an entomologist. You can become an entomologist in conservation, pest management control, museum and culture education, become a government advisor, or even work as an invasive species inspector. You could also go to grad school and work your way to becoming a research scientist, or go through the academic route and become an academic professor. Do you know any entomology students or graduates? How about sharing this video to show them that you know something about what they do? If you enjoy this type of content, let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and also let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you have any questions that you want answered on this channel, let me know in the comment section. To learn more about college majors, careers, and undergrad research tips, consider subscribing, especially if you're a Michigan State University student, because I use MSU resources as examples in all my videos. Watch this video next, and I will see you all tomorrow as we discuss crop and soil sciences. Jacqify out.
I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you, baby, up with a slow motion crew, and we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not